Tony D and Little Joan behind me somewhere, and this is a screenwriter's rant on Foe. Kind of reminds me like of those Omen movies and Exorcist movie sequels. They used to make these back in the 80s. And I like the concept. I'm not so sure about the execution. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 18. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So this guy uses a new technology, and this is based on a real technology, where they can actually use a scanner to see recovered text, basically. They've done this with, by the way, rated R for adult situations. So September 30th. So they've done this with scrolls. Like they're able to read the scrolls without ever unraveling them. It's pretty amazing technology. It's some sort of X-ray thing. So here, what he's doing is he can read what you can't see. Like the scanner can sort of like see like, oh, okay, this is where there was a letter, and then it just instantly translates it. But of course, it's a movie, so it summons some sort of demon for the end of the world. Basically, it brings about the end of the world. And ties into Gilgamesh. The Gilgamesh used it to cross over into the underworld. Some kind of secret prayer, forbidden knowledge. I kind of like the premise. I'm not sure the execution's there. And typically these movies don't pan out. They're very sinister throughout most of it. And then when you get to the end, you're like, that's it? Because it's really hard to make them pay off, right? How do you make this pay off? There's only, it's a tough call. Like, the easiest way would be, like, at the end of the movie, the portals of hell open up and demons come out and just grab the dude and pull him in, and that's the end of the movie. But if you want to end the movie where he saves the world, that's a lot tougher. And then sometimes what filmmakers will do is they're going to make it, this is the couple involved, they're going to try to make it so, did it really happen at all? Right? Like the world goes back to normal, and then you're kind of like questioning like reality. If you can pull that sort of thread the needle out, right? So it's a sort of thing where a bunch of crazy stuff happens, but you don't know. Maybe some of it was in his mind. Maybe it was the guy who hired him, and it wasn't real supernatural stuff, or there's no evidence of it. So he's just left behind, even though he saved the world, and like nobody will believe him, kind of thing. But again, it's really hard to pull off as a narrative, I think. The wind up though is often very sinister, because it's like the first act, he has this technology, he's talking about it, he seems like a normal dude, and then he's contacted by a mysterious guy who has this artifact that he wants translated. He wants to be able to get the prayer off the back of it or whatever. So he does that, but he reads the prayer in the process, and that opens, the gates of hell or whatever. So weird things start to happen, and maybe there's some problem. Hasn't quite translated it all, and then the weirdness starts to escalate in the second act. And then the guy's like, well, have you finished? Have you finished? And he's like, no, I need more time, whatever. But eventually he starts to figure out, hey, this could destroy the world if I finish the prayer or whatever. So now he got all this money from the guy, but now he doesn't want to do it, and he wants to refund the money, and the guy's like, no, that's not how this works. And then it becomes like he's screwed, right? Like there's some sinister money guy who wants, to bring about the end of the world. Maybe he's dying and he's bitter, or I don't know. And now He has to worry about the real world guy and the supernatural thing that's trying to make its way into our world to cause chaos. And then the question is, how does he undo, the forbidden knowledge that he's brought upon the world? So this might be other clues and other cultures that he's, desperately trying to translate in time. So it could work. I'm not really seeing it. I'm not seeing any of the supernatural stuff. So it looks kind of low budget. I kind of like the premise a lot, though, but I don't recognize any of the actors. I think that the Sinister guy looks familiar. Let's see where he's from. This is going to be a tough one to find. Foe. These movies with the simple names. This might be a foreign flick, too. Yeah, there's one with Paul Mescal, and that's definitely not it. Yeah, it's not even on this list. So, there's a good chance it is a foreign flick. So, I think it's from Grindstone and Lionsgate. Let's see. Let's do some more work. Foe. Lionsgate. Grindstone. See if anything comes up. Antonio Sole's horror film Foe will be released on demand and digitally on the 30th. Okay, so this is the one. This is the AI. So take it with a grain of salt. So not much more info than that. Doesn't look like. Yeah, so if this had any name actors in it, I think we would know about it. But Mark Gant sounds familiar. Let me see if he's on here. There he is. That's a different Mark Grant. Let's see if he's in the list. F Valentine's Day. I think this is a different guy. Yeah, I think Mark Gant is an actor in this. Let me try. I'm going to try one more. Nicolo Collars. See, that sounds foreign, so. The IMDb. Why don't you know, IMDb? Why don't you know? No. So this may be too small of a movie to even for the IMDb right now. But yeah, if it came on streaming, I might check it out. The slow wind up probably is a turnoff for me because I tend to be all hyped up on iced tea and I want something fast. But I do love the kind of setup for this. It feels almost nostalgic in terms of horror movies because it feels very much like that 80s, not The Exorcist, which is a classic, beautiful classic, but like the later sequels, which weren't great but kind of cool. They kind of had the cachet of The Exorcist and The Omen, if you remember that. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on the green site, the orange site, and the black site for more videos. Remember, if you have a question about screenwriting, ask me in the comments. I'm happy to do a video. This Saturday, tomorrow, I'll be at the Mercer County Library Book Fest from 10 to 2. And that should be fun. It's in the library, so don't worry about the rain. Sunday, however, I will be at Dragon Shops outside from 10 to 5. So rain is a factor, but it's looking like it may just rain in the morning, but we'll keep an eye on it. Tune in here for further updates. We'll see you tomorrow.